this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. This an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah. Hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, oh well. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the
Yo, Beesh.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is
What up?
sizzling.
Who the fuck took my toilet
Welcome
paper?
to the
Now I can't
Daily
wipe my
Swole.
fucking ass? You sons of bitches. You sick sons of bitches. I gotta wipe my fucking ass with the back of my goddamn hand. Testing, 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 test, 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 testing, testing. Is this mic on? Welcome everyone to episode 14 hundo and 14 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, as Mr. Miyagi say, aye, we are all flex our biceps. Daniel-san. Banzai, Daniel-san. Banzai. What's going on, Beesh? What up? Hello, Tess Hornaday. How are you doing? How are you doing? You're looking very, very sexy. You're looking very sexy. Oh my goodness. So as much as every day feels kind of like the same day to me, obviously things are much different every single day outside. So it's not the same day today as it was yesterday. It seems like every fucking day is completely different. Every day is completely different. Every day is changing so much. So how are we doing today? How the fuck am I supposed to say that name? What is that? Like, what are you? I'm so glad that you're here, but I'm gonna try to, is that a joke or is that legit? Because that's one of the best names ever. I always like the little accents and the umlauts. I love it because I never know how to pronounce them, but I put them on everything. I always use them in the keyboard. I always look at that. I always use them on the keyboard, especially the Z. It's like, oh, if I could put an accent over a Z, I'm fucking in. Any language that puts accents or little, the little fucking beards on the letters and the circles and the dots, I love it. I love it. Like when you start going to like Norway and Sweden, you got circles over the A's and all this kind of shit. It's like, fuck. They use our exponents hard over there. They're like, fuck that. We're the Nobel Prize. That's what they give it, right? The Nobel, the science, right? The awards in like Sweden or something. It's like we're using exponents in our letters now. Fuck that. We're not just sticking to the math. So I wanted to take this as far off topic as possible. So letter exponents. That's what we'll call them right now. Apostrophes and no. Accents. No. Exponents. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 14 Hundo and 14 The Sleeves. Thank you so much for being here. It's like, let's just fucking sign off. Enough. Welcome, friends. So Mike has toilet paper, scored a 12-pack today. Felt like I finished the 90-day dash. Was proud and excited. Mike's got some TP, bro. There you go. So the one thing that we know is that Mike is going to have a clean booty hole for the next 12 packs. So a 12-pack, let's see here. A 12-pack. Now let me ask you, Mike, and this might be a personal question, but were they double rolls or regular? Need like a slow zoom. Is that a double roll? Because if you got 12 double rolls and you scored 24, what a marketing shit. What a marketing thing, right? 6 double rolls, 12 single rolls. You think you get more with 12 and you realize I could just bought the 6 double, but you need like, and who is that person? Who is that person? Because you go and like, you look at the toilet paper. Let's talk toilet paper, fam, because apparently toilet paper is more valuable than gold, silver, and platinum. So let's go into that. You know, maybe that's what we should have invested in. You know, everyone, oh, the dollar is going down or the economy, everyone buys gold and shit like that. It's like, maybe we should just invested in toilet paper because apparently that, I don't see people rushing to buy precious metals or rushing to buy fucking TP. And can you blame them? You know, we need clean buttholes. Can you imagine doing any kind of work or anything? I don't care if you're cutting down trees or delivering for Amazon. You have like swamp ass or nasty poop butt. And you have like itches and rashes. And come on, we can't have that. We can't have that. Can't have that, fam. So I was thinking. What were we talking about? Yeah, who was the person? Who was the person that decided? You know, let's say you have single rolls. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're human society. We're in the United States. I'm assuming this happened in the United States because how many people, I don't think people shit are as disgusting in other countries. I mean, aside from China where they're eating bats and frogs and shit, they're just eating everything known to man. So thanks, China. Thanks for closing my fucking gym down because as you all know, it's the Chinese virus. Did you know? Did you know that it's the Chinese virus? That's the real name of it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. It's awesome. That being said, who was the person that decided, you know what? How come this toilet paper roll is so fucking thin? Who was that? Who was wiping their ass and thought to themselves, there isn't enough toilet paper here. Why can't it be thicker? How come it's so thin? I can't be putting myself out, changing roles all the time. That's right, the Kung Flu. I fucking love it. I love that. I love the Kung Flu. That's amazing. We're going to switch topics real fast. We're going to switch topics real fast. But anyway, who was that person that was shitting so much and getting so frustrated by switching toilet paper rolls too often that they're like, you know what? I'm making a double roll. And like, but we don't have enough space. We don't have enough clearance. Then make an extended arm. Make it freestanding. I need more TP on my roll. And someone said, I heard someone say that, oh, if you say Kung Flu, it's racist. Then I'm a fucking racist because that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. I think it should be officially called the Kung Flu. Like, who's getting offended by the Kung Flu? People that do Kung Fu? What, China? Why would they get offended if we call it the Kung Flu? I'll say two things. When you say it the China virus or the Chinese virus, it's not incorrect. If it started in China, I mean, we call people that come from China Chinese. So to call it the Chinese virus, it's like, you can't blame Mr. Trump for that. You could blame him for a lot of things, but that's kind of like some fucking hilarious logic. But regardless of what you think politically, and you know, that was funny. The Kung Flu is hilarious with a T. I made up a new word. That is funny. So I would really say, okay, all the people that do Kung Fu can riot in the streets. The Kung Fu people can just, everyone was Kung Flu fighting. Did they hate on that? Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. Dun, 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 dun. I will say that the Kung Flu is probably the funniest thing that I've heard in a long time, and I will use it as such. So from now on, the coronavirus on the show is officially called the Kung Flu. All right? Are we in agreement? Are we in agreement? I need some gorillas and biceps, and we will officially call this the Kung Flu. That way we don't have to call it the Chinese virus, because that's funny in itself. And we have to find some humor in these times, people. And whether or not you think that's racist, well, it did come from China. We can call it multiple things. We can call it many things. We can call it the coronavirus. We can call it the Chinese virus. We can call it the Kung Flu. God, I can't even say it without laughing. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God. Anyway, drop some biceps and some gorillas. Second, aye, biceps and gorillas in the comments if you want me to call it the Kung Flu. I'm not going to stop. That's just too good. So it doesn't matter if you say no. Kung Flu, everyone likes it. Good. 3, 4, 5 people done. Sold. Kung Flu. Kung Flu. All right. Excellent. So let's see, everybody. It's the wet markets that help cause this pandemic. They're mostly in China and Thailand. True. I don't know about Thailand's markets, but of course I've heard, and most people have heard, that China has the wet markets that started this one. And the answer is yes. So this is we're going to talk about this for a second. So El Chuba Libre, does Swolenormous X have kettlebell routines? And here's two-part answer. No, because it was on the list of things to do in the near future. And then when everything happened, it moved to the top of the list. So if you see behind me, see 2 kettlebells? That's a baby one. That's Mama Swole's kettlebell. Yeah, kettlebell, so cute. That's another one, and I actually have another one coming tomorrow. So the answer is yes. In like a few days, the answer will be yes. So I'm loading up a bunch of stuff, and that's something that I've talked about inside Swolenormous X, but there is a ton. So now that we're on the topic, for everyone that's in Swolenormous X, you can drop some gorillas and biceps or hashtag Swole Fam if you're part of the Swole Fam. So if you're in Swolenormous X, of course, the Swole card today is Swole Fam. I feel like because community is so important always, but it's even more important now when we're all in fucking social distancing and shit. So hashtag Swole Fam. Like, this is just every day. Red, white, and fucking blue. All day, every day. We're doing Swole Fam so much. So I've been talking about this, and now that we're all here and most of you or many of you are in Swolenormous X, there are major releases coming on Monday. So we do every week, every Monday, we do an accountability meeting on Monday, 12 noon Eastern time, and then we talk about the releases, announce new updates and shit like that. So this, recently we launched Scorched Earth. So the second week, or the fourth week, but the second week of the first phase of the Fire and Smoke will be released. And, we also release a yoga class every week, and we released a new Swolga class. The Total Body 3 was released on Monday. Now this week is going to be extra. So turned up the heat, and I'm just producing all sorts of fucking shit, like tons of content. So there's going to be so much coming in the next couple of weeks, especially this Monday, and then the next Monday is going to be pretty epic. We have brand new, I'll make the announcement. The details we'll talk. I'll let you kind of salivate, those of you that are members. But we have brand new sections coming inside Swolenormous X. We have brand new sections for Swollen 7. We have another Swolga class. And this is at this point, at least, we have new Swolga coming, new yoga coming, new Swolga, new Swollen 7 sections. Sections. Yeah, you heard me. New Swollen 7 sections. And we also, of course, the next week of Scorched Earth, more brain gains, almost more of everything. And I think even as much as going to be released on Monday, there's going to be even more released on the following Monday. So you're going to see a serious uptick in all content, in all stuff that's released in X. There's going to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of myofascial release. There's going to be a lot more foam rolling content, more mobility content, just more. There's going to be so much stuff that's released over the next couple weeks, but we're just getting started this Monday. And yes. So again, long answer, but yes. And they're going to be brand new. The kettlebell routines are going to be brand new. So those are going to launch really, really soon. Thank you, Oscar. Appreciate it. This podcast is one of my best parts of the day, especially now when everyone needs a good message. Everyone needs some sick fucking gains. Everyone needs some sick fucking gains. And I guess it was spoilers for the Swole Fam. But we talked about that on Monday. I mentioned what was going to get released and what was getting worked on. And what's, one of the silver linings of this situation, I mean, they're very few, but for me, from the literally a Swolenormous X standpoint, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be released, but also it's going to be released with the intent, like now, all the content that I'm making before, it's okay. Do I want to make this stuff? This stuff can be done at home. This stuff can be done at the gym. So all the stuff inside Swolenormous X can be done at home. But of course, you need some home equipment, and you still need some home equipment now. Of course, a yoga studio, you don't need home equipment. You don't need stuff. Yoga mat, maybe, that's recommended. But now the content that I'm creating is with the exact understanding that everyone's working out at home. And if you have a home gym, that's great. You might have more ability to swap out exercises. So, I can't show you. I got stuff all over the ground because I was filming. So behind me, I have a couple things. I have a bench in the corner, just to give you an idea of like what I have. Like if you're interested in working on building out like your home gym or getting some things, because if you're going to get something, order on Amazon now. It might take 2 weeks, it might take a week, but we're going to be locked up for a while. So it's always good to have this kind of stuff, and you can stay active and stay focused. And if you can't make it to the gym or you want to do some extra stretching mobility, it's great to have. So I have a whole band set, tons of bands, door anchors and stuff. I have a door around the side, which I can angle with, it's not pulling directly against the hinges. It's kind of like wrapped around. I have, let's see, I can duck why is it right in the middle? Why is all the stuff I want to show you behind my dome? There you go. So I have like ab roller. I have power blocks. I have the power block stand. I have like LeBaire equalizer for the dip bars. I have low parallettes. I have kettlebells. I have a bench. I have a tire. I have a ball. I got all the stuff that I need. The weights. These dumbbells go up to another one. I have like a 60 or so pound kettlebell, 35. There's like a little 13 pounder or whatever for maybe warming up for Mama Swolio. That all depends. Like the weights depend on what you're able to do. But things like the power blocks or Bowflex dumbbells, things that can be adjusted, are excellent because it's not just maybe financial. If you buy a ton of dumbbells, it's going to be more expensive overall. However, you get the hex bar. You also need space. You need a whole rack. And in here to have a whole rack of dumbbells is just stupid. So if you can get weights where you just dial it in, hook them in. What I like about the power blocks is that it sounds like real fucking weights. That's what I like about the power blocks, the metal ones, because it's like clinking around like old school metal weights. Even weights at the gym now, don't have that metal. Like they're all coated with rubber. They're all designed to last, and they're cool. But you guys remember because the old metal weights, like the metal dumbbells, when you drop them, they would get bent. So it's smart to have ones that can screw, that can replace handles in case, if you're a commercial gym, these things get destroyed. These things get banged around. But what I like about the metal power blocks is that they kind of slide around. They kind of slide around and clink. Like they're great. I love the fucking power blocks, and they're not too wide, so you can press. Sometimes they're really long, and like some of the ones that I've used before, they're just really, really long, like canoes. So it's fucking delicious. Anyway, I did a workout the other day. I still haven't gotten back into my full routine. I did legs yesterday. Today I was going to work out. I might do a little bit afterwards. Still kind of getting into the flow. I'm still kind of getting into the flow with everything. What's good about oh, nice. Zach got the Bowflex adjustable 10 to 90 pounds today. Good for you. Good shit. Gina, power blocks were such a great investment. So glad I got them. Jesse just got a 50 pounds power block set. Really enjoying it. Yeah, there's other companies out there, but the great thing about the power blocks, at least, is you can get the 50 pounders, and then you can get a 50 to 70 expandable set. So it's just longer, metal. So you can just literally put that inside and use the pin, and then you can go from 70 to 90. And they do have like a commercial set that goes up to like 170, like super ones, but those get into like $1,500, $2,000. That's for like gyms that have a lot of people using them, or that kind of stuff. That's why they're called commercial. But what's cool about these, like if you want, you can go heavier than 90 if you get magnet weights, you put them on the sides, but then it gets a little bit excessive. You can also, little hacks, like right there on the table, you can see those are 5 pound like ankle/wrist weights. If you put like a 5 pound wrist weight on your wrists and then lift the 90s, guess what you got? You got 95 pounds. You put 10 pounders on your arms, you got 100 pounds. So it's kind of cool. And it doesn't offset or change the weights. You just have like, you're going to look like fucking Robocop. Or you do more reps. Look, I mean, there aren't a lot of exercises where you need to go heavier than 90 pounds. Anyone, like even the pros. I mean, if you're a pro bodybuilder, that's a whole unique situation. But if you're the average person, you might go, what are you going to do for that kind of heavy weight? You might be doing RDLs, lunges, maybe squats, okay, shrugs, chest press, rows. I mean, but you can do more reps with those. You can add in pull-ups, and pull-ups can fatigue you, and that's going to be really taxing. You do inverted rows, do some supersets. It's good. It's good shit. So, what's really cool about the commercial or the Pro Series power blocks is they actually have, I didn't get that one because I just don't care, but they actually have bars where you can strap it to the dumbbells and wraps around. So you actually have a barbell. You just take the bar and hook it around the actual power blocks. I'm like, oh, that's a fucking gangster idea. Like a straight bar or a bent curl bar so you can actually do barbell exercises. I'm kind of looking forward to training at home a little bit because I don't do a ton of just band work. I don't do a ton of just body weight stuff. I do, but obviously I go to the gym and I lift the weights there that I don't have at home. And I would still go and use the gym, but it's nice to have like, okay, I'm going to be forced into a new adaptation and new things to focus on. And what's cool is I'm going to be working on things that I don't work on super often. And I'm going to be recording all that for you and Swolenormous X. So again, a lot of the stuff with the kettlebells, I do them in addition to my routine, but it's going to force me or move me into, okay, I'm just going to do more of that for my workouts. And it's going to fill in a lot of any of the gaps or any of the things I've been wanting to work on to create content in X. So those of you that are members, super fucking awesome. Super fucking awesome in terms of content coming, despite the climate, despite all the bullshit and the stress. I mean, in terms of Swolenormous X, like I said, this is not a good situation for anyone. But if you're isolating and looking only at Swolenormous X and you're saying, okay, is this going to be good or bad for Swolenormous X in terms of the content? It's good. You're going to get a lot more stuff. And there's going to be a lot more of an output because the focus and the need of it has just increased dramatically. So you're already getting a lot of releases every week. Now it's just going to be just turned up. So be ready for it. Be ready for it, fam. Gotcha. We got your back. Swole team's got your back. Got your back. Robocop, you are under arrest for making sick fucking gains, y'all. You've been pulled over for being a little baby. Stop whining. License and registrations, you fucking pussy. Look at your biceps. I'll give you a ticket for not having guns. You should be carrying every fucking day. Yeah. Manchi Tapia. My balance sucks on my left leg. Any recommendations, fam? Yeah. Do yoga and do left leg exercises. Practice balancing. Suck your stomach in, squeeze your glutes, balance on that leg. Make sure you take off your shoes and stuff. You're at home, so yeah, do balance exercises. Yoga, 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 yoga. Yoga, 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 yoga. Oscar Zamora. ¿Qué pasó? I don't know if you speak Spanish or if that's... Anyway, I say that because I said it. Let's see. Okay, I was just thinking about that same thing. I wonder how my body's going to change. Well, it's going to change for sure. Anyway, unless you're doing exactly the same things with exactly the same exercises, of course it's going to change. You're adding new stress and less stress. I am completely aware that I'm probably likely going to lose mass. Not going to have this... Look, you're not going to have the same thickness or density as doing heavy deadlifts with a bar, as doing, let's say, heavy weighted pull-ups and heavy barbell rows with like 200 pounds and fucking heavy squats. You're not going to have the same you're not, unless you have the same things at home. And here's another thing. Because of the situation and because we don't know what's happening day to day, I honestly will recommend, or I would recommend for you, because I'm doing the same thing, I'm not eating as much. I'm not stuffing my face. I'm not eating with reckless abandon. Food scarcity. So if you're trying to bulk, you might want to reconsider what you're trying to do. It's just common sense. Like, you can't just go and order, let me just get more of this, let me just get more of that. Well, Mama Swolio went to the store today. They ain't much. They ain't much. Remember my video that I made a few days ago when, hey, all the healthy food is still there. Everyone's raping all the rice and the pasta. Not that rice is all bad. I mean, at least you're getting white rice, you're getting organic white rice. You kind of go down the list. But generally, you want to avoid shit like that and fuck pasta and that kind of garbage and bread, all that stuff. All the simple carbs that get people fat and bloated and joint pain and fucking migraines. Of course, all the candy and soda was gone. But now like everything's gone. Now it's just food in general. Food's gone. All the meat's gone, all the produce is gone. Everyone's just gone down the line. People were forced to eat healthy. And and what's crazy is I get messages saying, "Hey, Papa Swolio," like for the Ask Papa Swolio on Instagram. "Hey, what do you think? Do you think people are going to be more healthy because they're going to be going and exercising?" And fuck no. Wait till the national shutdown and the national lockdown order comes in. They say they're not going to lock down nationally and everything. Get the fuck out of here. Of course they are. They should. They should have should have had a national lockdown a week ago. People are still on the beach the other day. It's fucking stupid. They're only now doing this. It's going to be very, very costly because the problem with that is all the spring break kids that have been partying, drinking, swapping, spitting on each other, just rolling in their fucking coronavirus because Broward and Miami-Dade are some of the worst fucking areas because of the international airports, Fort Lauderdale and Miami. So now you have all the fucking sick kids that are carrying it from all worn down immune systems, are all fucking blasted. They're going to go back all across the country to their states, and every state is going to have another fucking ramp up of this shit if they don't lock it down. So it's not going to get better soon. Be careful. Just be mindful. So I'm not bulking. I'm probably going to lose some, but I'm going to get lean. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm still going to train, but I'm also not moving as much. If you're not going out and doing things, all right, so all the activity is what I do physically. So if I'm not exercising, I'm not burning many calories. I'm also not as hungry. So we're all going to have to go through some changes. And okay, we make it through, and then you bulk in a year. You bulk next year. You bulk in 2 years, after things come back to a new normal. We just don't have an idea of where this is going to go. It's too early on that ramp up. It's too early on that upswing. We have to figure out where this trajectory is going before we can make those kinds of decisions. Let's see here. Just wanted to put that out there because it's not the time to bulk. It's not the time to bulk. I mean, unless you have just a massive stockpile, it's your choice. But if you got kids, you have other people, and if you don't have access to food and things are getting more and more scarce and people are just panic buying still, it just goes to show how many people there are in this world and how many greedy people. And the problem is when you start seeing people buying up a lot of toilet paper and shit like that, then everyone thinks like, why are they buying up toilet paper? So then they go, even though they're not panic buying toilet paper, everyone needs toilet paper. People need toilet paper. So they're like, oh shit, I need to go get some before everyone takes it. So they go and get extra. So the first few people that are panic buying, maybe this was started. Maybe the Chinese virus, the Kung flu, the Kung flu. Maybe the Kung flu was started by Charmin. Maybe the toilet paper company started this. Is toilet paper made in China? Are these companies based out of China? Maybe it's a big conspiracy. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Where my Asians at? What up? Asians here? I like Asians. I do. At least Trump didn't call it like the Oriental disease or something. Is that a slur? I don't even know anymore. Doesn't sound like one. Who uses that term? This flu comes from the farthest corners of the Orient. What a missing word, right? The Orient. What a great word. Why are we not using that anymore? The Orient. It sounds like a great word. Well, that was in the movie, right? The Orient Express. So it can't be that racist if they used it in a movie title. I don't care if it was the name of the train or not. Anyway, what are we talking about? What the fuck is going on? I really feel like my brain goes off and my mouth keeps going. And then after I start hearing what I'm saying, I'm like, wait, I have to catch up with myself. What the fuck am I talking about? Where are we? Where am I? What happened? Remember the Old School where Will Ferrell, he goes, what happened? I blacked out. That's literally what I feel like every episode. In many cases when we go off into the rails, I'm listening to myself too. Never know what I'm going to say. I don't either. No one knows. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you. Swolenormous X is the best thing to have for this quarantine. I'd rather have it than Netflix. That is amazing. That's an amazing quote. That's an amazing quote right there. Boom. That's an amazing quote. You can take a screenshot of that. That's fucking gangster. That's gangster. I love it. I love you all fam-wise. Let's see. Andrea Riley. Andrea. I will say the gym helps me get the right mindset to work out. It's the rubber plastic smell. I need a gym scented candle. Just sweat. Just ball sack. Ooh, that's a good scent. Just ball sack and bleach. Ball sack and bleach. Yay. William, I'm totally taking this as a time to lean out and increase endurance, hone the body, I guess. Word. Get after it. Shannon Franklin, I bought a gorilla bow when I was trucking around the States. Time to dust it and the resistance bands back out. What is a gorilla bow? Is that bent one? I have a bar for the bands. Is that compatible with all bands? Or is it like their own special bands? Let's see here. Portable home gym resistance bands and bar for travel, fitness, weightlifting, and exercise kit. Shiny Ever. Oh, these are, you know what I love is going on Amazon and looking at the exercise equipment, like looking at the brand name and then looking to the right and looking at all the knockoffs. Yes for All bow, the Doplex Rhino bow, not a gorilla bow, the Rhino bow. Oh, this is good. The Rhino bow, Mad Workout bow, the Body Boss 2.0, the Mukul bow, the Mikosi Tower. What the fuck is this? Theradyne Gorilla Gear G-Tac Ghost Ultralight Exoskeleton Adult Camouflage, one size. I don't know what that is, but I'm totally buying it. This is the best Amazon search ever. Anna Zhao Fitness Gear, Bullworker, Aegon Posture Corrector, Raptor Compound Hunting Bow Kit. Oh, now we're getting into actual bows. AccuBow Hunting Archery Trainer with adjustable resistance. You know what we should do? I have an idea. Should we just go through Amazon searches and I'll read all the titles like Arnold? The Southwest Archery Spider Takedown Recurve Bow. Compact, fast, accurate, 62 inches hunting and target bow. Y'all. Maybe I'll do that for a YouTube video. We got time. Let's see here. Reba Fox. I have a yoga cue. Papa Swolio. I've been doing yoga lately and I've been having problems. I have a lot of lower back pain that no professional has been able to help with. Should I push myself through the pain? Well, on a live stream, I'm not going to sit here and say yes because you're not supposed to. I mean, some things do have pain as a response, but it's not a bad pain. There's different kinds of pain. Pain is your body telling you something. It's giving you information. Doesn't mean it's good or bad necessarily, but I think most of us understand the difference between good and bad pain. We know what's a bad pain. We know what's a good pain. We know what's, okay, I have to work through this. If you have a lot of lower back pain that no professional has been able to help with, that's not true. That just means the professionals that you've seen haven't been able to help with. So I find I'm curious as to you following up. So if you're still watching live, follow up. What have you done and who have you gone to see? Because if you don't say you've gone to see 50 professionals, then you don't have all the information, because many professionals, there are a lot of professional fitness people out there. You know, there's a lot of professional fucking jabronis out there. No question about it. There are a lot of J Browns out there. A lot of fucking jabronis. A lot of jabronis. How we doing with the live stream? I just realized that I was streaming a little bit. I didn't change the streaming settings for this one. I forgot. I was recording, so it's a little bit high. It's kind of a little bit higher than I would like it to be. So apologies if it's a little bit, I don't think it should be choppy, but just a heads up if it does skip. Oopsies, my bad. Maybe. Let's see. William Spray, how can the fucking mukbangers... Oh, going back to that yoga question, a lower back pain. Have you done glute activation? Have you done glute activation exercises? That's really good to help stabilize the hip. Yoga really can help. You have a yoga question, but that doesn't mean that's going to solve the problem. You have to kind of maybe address it more tactically. So I just need a little more info. And of course, I'm not a medical professional. I don't know what your doctor or medical professionals have recommended you do. So you're going to have to default to that, but just drop in some more additional information about that. All right, William, how can the fucking mukbangers justify their bullshit through all this? Normally that eating is just disgusting. Now it's also irresponsible because people like Nico Cotto Avocado are just fat train wrecks. He's a fucking disgusting mess. And every time I hear his voice, I feel like throwing up in my mouth. And to be honest, I probably do more often than I would like. Throw up my mouth because of watching the content. And I avoid as much of as possible. I see he posts a new video, so I decide, you know what? I feel like just fucking slamming some sack into his chin. He might like it, unfortunately, but it's disgusting. Yo, he's got 3 channels. He's got 3 channels. Each one has like 1.8 million. One has like 400,000. He has just so many people. He posts the same fucking shit on each channel, and he's just collecting multiplied ad spend. Multiple. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Andrea, so with produce, a lot of the migrant workers can't come work in the U.S., so the produce isn't getting harvested, something that we will see as the season progresses. Well, we're going to have to change some rules. You know what? How about all the people that don't have jobs will have new jobs? And when I say people that don't have jobs, I mean the people that are too fucking lazy to work. And you all know who those people are. I'm not talking about you. If you lost your job, I want you to get your job back. But one of the things with this situation is that when people lose work, the work is going to come back. It's just going to look different because a lot of industries are going to shut down and or change forever. There's a lot of things out there that will probably be more or less remote or virtual from now on. This is going to take out a lot of stuff, and it's hard not to see the benefits that Amazon is getting from all this. I don't think Amazon started it, but they were definitely poised to win over this. All they have to do is just start licensing their automated checkout in their stores. All of a sudden, you're going to see Amazon Go stores pop up where you don't have to be around people or cashiers. You just walk in, take the stuff, and leave. And it's all automatic. That's going to happen a lot more. So a lot of things that require hand-to-hand exchange will be decreased just because now it's going to be looked at as a safety benefit. And a lot of people aren't going to come out of this situation doing their normal shit, doing their normal routine. A lot of people are going to be much more paranoid forever about health and journey. And plus, this isn't the last time. This is going to happen again in our lifetime. It's going to happen again, and it could be worse. So it's important that the research and the information and the ability to lock things down and stabilize the economy and do these things are put in place in the future, and there's more planning done so we don't fall behind. Right now, we still don't have a national lockdown. We needed one a week or two ago. However, even though the White House and everything says, oh, we're not going to do a national lockdown, they say that until they actually do it because they already have a plan. For anyone that doesn't know how this kind of stuff works, these emergency situations and these emergency scenarios, hey, we're taking this one day at a time. These are mapped out 30, 40 moves in advance. These are war games. These are scenarios. These are situations that are played out to a T with flow charts and everything. If this happens, we do here. The pros, the people that are the heads, they already have these contingency plans in place. So what you're seeing that's getting enacted is just a systematic progression based on certain protocols, certain statistics, certain things that come in. And once they trigger certain actual effects, boom, the next phase of the plan is enacted. Then they're locking down this and they're shutting down this. Then they're calling for this lockdown. And then they're going to add this. And, these are all scenarios that are being developed. And as things change, of course, those flow charts might change slightly. But anything that happens today was something that was mapped out like weeks and months and years before. You know, of course, customized for the situation, but all these things are. This is not like, hey, we just thought we're going to do this now. It's like, yeah, you knew you're going to do that last month. You just can't come out randomly when everything's seemingly normal. Hey, we're locking down the country. People would fucking lose their shit. It wouldn't get passed through, you know, Congress and this because all the constituents and the people would be like, what the fuck are you doing? No, no, no. And then no one would approve it because they want to get reelected. Everyone's jerking each other off. So you couldn't do this when you wanted to do it because it wasn't in people's face enough. Now it is. So I don't know what's fucking holding it up now. Oh, you like the old school ones. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you going back to the old DWGs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You were shocked? You were shocked that spring breakers don't care about the epidemic? You were shocked that 20-year-olds don't give a fuck? You were shocked that spring breakers didn't care about the Kung flu? Fuck, they don't care about much. Hanging from a bar can work if you have a bar that you can hang from with full extension. Most people don't. You know, if you get a pull-up bar, they have pull-up bars. The better ones are the ones that hook onto the back, but then go high. A lot of them hang down low, and then you have to bend your knees a lot. But you can maybe, it depends on how tall you are, but you can get those pull-up bars that go under a door, but have the bar like above the frame. That way you're actually getting a lot more stretch. Yeah, I think California is on lockdown. We are comedy club freestyle today. Oh, we're always freestyle essentially. I got some stories, I got some stuff we can talk about, but just kind of want to catch up to this a little bit. Little bit. There you go. Been in isolation for 5 days. I've been working out like crazy every day. I'm already seeing results. By the time we get back to school, I'm going to be ripped. Well, for people that are actually looking to get in shape, the problem is people are moving less than they think they are. So you really don't need to eat as much. Your exercise in your room and what you do is going to be all your caloric burn. So just be mindful. It's actually a good time to actually stretch out the food and still make gains. Yeah, I agree. You want to help this country out the most, shut down the supermarkets. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Will I ever do an Amberlynn Reed react again? I've never done a react. I've made videos on her atrocious content, but I've never done like a reaction video. That's when you watch the content. Should I do some of those? I never did those on my channel, not on her. Should I do those reaction videos where you watch someone's content and react at the same fucking time? I just don't want to sit anywhere for like 20 minutes and like people want to see my face. I'm like, you fucking bitch, you dumbass. Like, I guess it could be entertaining. People love those videos though. There you go. Teresa Hunt. Yeah, how many of you work in healthcare? What are the updates where you work? Teresa, I work in healthcare. It's a freaking mess out here. My gym is closed today, getting my dumbbells out of storage and schlepping them up 3 flights of stairs to my apartment tomorrow. Got the schlep game strong. There you go. Reba Fox following up on that one with the back pain yoga question. I've gone to 4 chiropractors and done acupuncture, and I've been to 1 physical therapist. So you've been to 1 medical professional. Yow. You've been to 4 chiropractors. Okay. You need to go to you need to go to a real fucking medical professional. A physical therapist may or may not know. Not every state has like the ability to go direct to a physical therapist, but you need some actual muscle activation. You need someone who's a posture expert. You probably also need to go and get x-rays, make sure that your spine, you have herniated discs or anything like that. Go to a doctor. Do the medical thing. You need x-rays. You need to make sure MRI. I mean, you need those things to actually know what's going on. Someone could be like, you're out of alignment. Let me crack your back. You need to get some fucking medical looking at that if it's hurting and it's not getting any better with what you're doing. But glute activation, decompression can help. But again, it depends. If you don't know what is exactly going on in there, then it's really hard for even any kind of professional to know what to do or to know how to help you. Ah. And we're talking about Nico Cotto. So you're saying that each chin has a channel. Like, can you imagine if every chin had a channel? Tess Holiday would have like 10 YouTube channels. Every roll's got a channel. Every roll has a song. Just like every cake has icing on it. And when she eats half of it for a snack. I remember that video. I couldn't write. I just didn't want to continue the song. But remember that one video where she's like eating the cake when she was first on Cosmo? Remember that? Let's see. I don't get it. Why would you want to watch a fat person eat? Like literally the rhetorical question that cannot be answered. That cannot be answered. It's impossible to answer that question. Nothing like listening to this podcast while working out. Nice. Get swole. Get swole. If everything is pretty planned, why do we seem to be 5 steps behind? Well, if you have to get ahead then. And in order to, just from a logical standpoint, I mean, of course, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, how many people actually do, but you have to get ahead. In order to stop something like a virus from spreading, you have to actually go far beyond what anyone and what is likely constitutionally possible. So you can't just shut everyone down. You can't just turn this into like an authoritarian state like a snap. It can happen progressively. Like we can go down that road, but it's honestly, you have that pro and con, because and that's why China might have stopped it, whether or not that's actually true or not, because when you have an authoritarian state, they can snap their fingers, stay inside. You have no choice. You can't just do that in the United States. There has to be certain things. That's why you have states and governors that's still allowed to make their own decisions, because when you enact certain privileges as a president, and I'm not an expert on all this, but I think a lot of you can chip in, but that's the reason why a lot of, Congress, Senate, and things have to be considered before laws and all these other actions are passed before you can give that kind of power. But usually it has to happen in these phases, and the governors of each state have the ability to enact separately, or, there's certain things that are mandated from the federal government, and then certain things that they have local jurisdiction over and determining. That's why you're seeing a lot of these governors speaking up that the beaches are still open here and the bars are closed here and this happens here. You can't have the federal government doing all the details on like a microscopic level. So, there's certain things that might be a federal or a national, but then a lot of things on an individual state basis are based on what that governor and what that state wants to do. Courtney, probably isn't a great idea, but I like going to sleep listening to the NOC playlist on shuffle. It's like a bedtime story. You listen to my NOC episodes going to sleep? Like when I'm like raging? How do you sleep with that? That's impressive. That's impressive. It's interesting too. I like it. Courtney, hey fam, ran late, had to do my swolga. Get it on, get it on. Kashina, my county is on lockdown and has been all week. The state is now completely on lockdown. Where do you live, Kashina? What's your address? It's okay. You can tell everyone your address because no one can get there anyway now. I'm just kidding. But what state are you in? Canadian border closed for non-essential, I heard. Yeah, they're shutting down hotels and Airbnbs and stuff too in a lot of places, or if not everywhere. In Florida, I think. Let's see. Delvey Tremblay. In my area, French part of Canada, we are starting to see a movement of people learning to cook and sharing cooking tips and recipes. Hopefully it's going to mean that people are going to start to care more about the way they eat once it gets back to normal. And I have to say, one big fucking hell no, it will not. And that's a big fart for all these people. It's not going to do jack shit. But maybe the French Canadians, maybe you all will. In the United States, what? Can you imagine? You know what's going to happen when they drop that curfew and everyone can go out, everyone's going to go and fucking just binge eat. Everyone's going to go eat shit the fucking second they can, as if they haven't been eating shit the whole time. They're going to go out, go to the movies, go eat this, go to a buffet. They're just going to fucking pig out. Ain't got to change shit here. Look at this. I love this. Wait, back to the reaction videos. Yes, do reaction videos. No reactions, please. No, we got better things to do. Yeah. Well, right now I'm not in the mood to do any kind of reaction. I'm going to put nuts on chin and do inspirational stuff and factual shit. Yeah, but that video today was good. If you wanted to watch it, it just popped up. I mean, there was nothing else to talk about. Just more coronavirus stuff. Everyone knows what's going on. You all know what's going on. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Holy shit, Cakey Babe. I work in PT. Our regulatory body told us to shut it down or face fines up to $5,000 per day of operation. Well, if that's not reason enough to be like, okay, round it up. We're done. 5,000 per day? Get the fuck out of here. Who the hell would stay open? Jesus Christ. I agree, Stevie. I agree. That's why I don't do them. Stevie says reaction videos are overrated and I have better things to do with my time. You goddamn right. Yeah, you goddamn right I do. Papa Swole's got better stuff to do with my time. Yeah. You're welcome, Reba. You're very, very welcome. And I wish you the best. I wish you the best with your back pain, but just definitely look into glute activation. A lot of times those injuries can be, and sometimes it could be, okay, you get into a car accident or you turn but if you turn and you throw out your back or you slip a disc, it didn't really come from that movement. That was just the straw that broke the camel's back and your body wasn't prepared for that movement. So that's another important thing to think about. But I don't know what you do. I don't know what you're doing for yoga. I don't know where you're doing your stuff at, but you can check out swolenormousx.com. And we also have some resources on the site. You want to check out the blog and things like that. So you can go learn more. I forget if you said if you were a member already. I lose track sometimes because I lose track of like who, I mean, some of you already, I mean, I know no matter what, but sometimes I lose track of the names because the name changes on YouTube as opposed to Facebook and the other places for like, Swole Enormous X, like people use aliases some places and names other places. And because I see so many of you here every day, and I also am in the private group and then I'm like, sometimes I don't know where you guys are or where I saw your name or where I know you from. I might see you here every day. You're not a member, and I think you're a member, but you're not a member. Like I forget sometimes. Sometimes. We have like different layers of the Swole fam. It's a real fam. You have like you have the fam that you're actually related to. You have your fam, and then you have your bigger fam, and then you're like, hey, you have your other fam. Like we have different layers. We have the daily Swole fam. We have the Swole fam that comes here for the Swole fam. Then we have the inner Swole fam that does the training Swole fam. And then we have the outer Swole fam, that people that like fitness but don't, they don't know about us yet. And I'm like, what up, fam? We call those the others. They need to get on this Swole dick. Not me personally, but you know how it is. I live in the San Francisco area in California. Oh yeah, they shut that shit down. For show. Good for you, Maria. Maria Abutin. Just finished a benchmark run, 5-minute warm-up, 3-minute fast, faster than fastest, and 7-minute cooldown. Can't stop, won't stop. Get down, baby. Get down, baby. Let's see here. Also heard that the Mexican-U.S. border is going to close. Not sure when, though. And we also have to ask, is that a problem? What's the downside or upside? How convenient, right? We don't need a wall. We just need a virus, and then shut it all down. Now everyone's gonna be in favor of Trump's wall. Like, oh, build that shit now. Keep the virus out. Some people are just gonna spit over the edge. Just spit over the wall. Spit on him. Remember that Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the episode where they're just spitting on other people? You want to freak someone out? Don't do it. Never mind. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Liz Roden, one thing I will say, it's reducing pollution. Mother Nature healing herself and families by having to spend time with their kids. Yeah, I feel sorry for those people that have to spend time with their kids. It's nice when you can choose to spend time with your kids, when you can choose or look forward to it when you're always with them, that sucks. I think a lot of you would argue that. I think a lot of you would argue what Liz said. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I like spending time with my kids too, but fuck those things. Now you can't get rid of them. You can't send them to school. You can't send them on a play date. Fuck. God damn it. Mother Nature always heals herself. She always heals herself. It's adaptation. We have to adapt. The planet adapts. We're not killing the planet. And I'm not denying or anything. Global warming, like all that shit's real. It's happening. I mean, we're essentially a virus on the planet. We grow, we multiply. Humans are a virus. Viruses, I mean, humans are just, literally a lot of bacteria and little microorganisms collaborating to make a human. So viruses are just a little subsection. Bacteria and everything are a subsection of what we are as actual larger organisms. So we're a virus in a sense. We spread, we fucking reproduce, we don't stop. We come back, we keep on fucking building and burning and twisting and fucking digging and so it's all one thing. And it's a very small fucking speck in the universe, so does it even matter? Does it even matter? First live one, Miranda Scott, fucking popping cherries. What up? Yeah, what's up? What's up, baby doll? How you doing? Hoo-ah. Hoo-ah. Popping cherries on the Daily Swole. Anyone else? Anyone else first Swole? Anyone else? Ready. There you go. Cody Young got a full 5 to 100 pound dumbbell set. Damn. At home. Left the gym for training at home a year and a half ago. Just ordered a nice compact dip bar setup for the house. Cody Young getting it done. Good for you. Oh, my boy toy is coming over next weekend. We'll be busy for a week or two. Hey-o. There you go. So, congratulations. Just congratulations in like 9 months. February is going to be an interesting month. It's going to be an interesting month. Next year is going to be like, wow. A lot of people are going to be poking. Got nothing to do. Yeah, Taco Bell, San Angeles, Demolition Man. Yo, you can't go wrong with Demo Man. I might watch that tonight. I might rent that or buy it or something. Tonight might be or soon. I want some Demolition Man. I need some of that shit. Gina, my best friend, is a nurse at a major NYC hospital. She's worried about getting the Kung Flu, but then tells me she has to go get her nails done at the nail place. Well, that's fucking stupid. The nails? The nail place is open still? Doesn't sound right. 0G workouts for life. I'm going to go live in space for the Well, if you can go live in space, you're balling. You're not worried about this anyway. You got some money. Menchi Tapia, I felt a funny pain on my back while doing a push-up on 90-day dash. Felt a funny pain on my back. What is this in relation to? This is a whole different conversation. Pain on my back. I mean, I get pain sometimes too. When you move, when you train, when you exercise, it's always a risk. Right side, upper back. That's vague, but could be any number of things. Could be levator scapula, could be something that's kind of getting woken up or trapped, tweaked, strained. Nana, when I joined Swolenormous X, I was having severe knee pain. Yoga has made me golden. I'm so proud. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, good shit. You guys miss the people. Everyone's like, the only thing I miss is the people at the gym or the people. It's the last thing that I miss. Really? Oh. Oh yeah, I don't think make sure everyone got their. Did everyone get their Swole text? Oh, did this not send? Did some people not? Maybe. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see here. Maybe it got caught up or delayed. All right. If that came already, maybe I sent it twice. Might have sent it twice. Okay, here we go. Well, clicking, clicking, clicking on things. Clicking, clicking, clicking. That's what I do. Okay, here. Let's see. Good for you. So let's get into a couple posts I wanted to share. You know, we just jumped right in. I was going to go into them earlier, but we just ended up kind of not going off the rails. But Generation Q, Generation Quarantine, yeah. Quarantine, ooh, good one. Hey, the quarantines. Get it? Quarantines, like teenagers. Quarantines, very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so let's get into one of these stories today from the Swole fam. And this one's from Julia. So hi, Julia. Hi, Julia. And she says, my well-fitted high waist pants I wear comfortable right now versus the ones that used to be tight for me. And this was with a picture, but didn't. Yeah, Pole Linus, I just sent out the Swole text on there. Again, I think it got trapped up and it didn't get sent through, so it's all good. The ones that used to be tight for me, yes, I do have thunder thighs and wide hips, and I love them, but I realized that then it was just fat. Now it's fat and muscle on my way to mostly muscle. What's written on the giant pants is that they hang on me. I wrote this when I was at the end of my high school, bulimic, anemic, and my mom told me I was fat and I should put them on again because nothing else will fit me. Yikes. So sobbing, I basically threw it at her. Now I'm in a much better mindset, and the people I surrounded myself with help with it for sure. First time in my life I'm losing weight and doing it the healthy way. It's a lifestyle now. First time I could donate blood. First time I was accepted for the proper birth control, my hormones stabilized, and I've got a regular period for the first time since I got it for the first time at 13. Obesity destroys you from the inside out, and it's rooted in so many psychological problems that I can't even tell anymore. Don't be scared to get help. Don't ever be afraid to get help. It does get better. Good for you. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for sharing that. Julia, that was great. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Next one is from Jordan, posting an update for my progress. I think I have been eating more healthily and working out consistently for 2.5 months. Last time I weighed myself, I was 154 pounds, which for me is embarrassing to admit. It's anxiety-induced fasting, if you will. I weighed myself the other day, and my waist is the same size, 26 inches, if anyone wants to know, but I gained 4 pounds. Is that possible? Is it possible that it's muscle? Maybe just water weight? I'm excited that my progress is becoming measurable now to maintain this while I work out from my home. So let's look at this again. Let's see. I was 154, and I weighed myself the other day, and my waist is the same size, but I gained 4 pounds. Is it possible that it's muscle? It's possible. Depends on how long the measuring time was. It could just be fat, it's stored in different places. It doesn't have to be on your waist. So it's good. If you're gaining weight, but it's not on your waist and you're measuring, it's good. You do the best you can. So it's definitely possible. Could also be fat storage in other places or a little bit of both. That's good. That's good stuff. Excellent. Day by day. Yeah, back in my day during the Kung Flu, we fought over shit paper. Yeah. That's what we should call toilet paper. We should call it shit paper. It's kind of what it is. No, this is paper for the toilet. Oh, come on. You're not wiping pee-pee. You're wiping butt. You know it. Everyone fucking knows that you're wiping your ass with that, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you fucking are. Danielle, we got a new post. There have been so many awesome posts in the group. Many, many awesome posts. Hi, fam. This is from Danielle, brand new member. Welcome to the fam. Welcome. This is from, hi, fam. I'm doing an elimination and I need a suggestion. regarding salty portable snacks. Saturday, I will be donating blood. COVID isn't crazy here just yet, but it will be soon. And the clinic wants all donors to drink water and eat salty snacks just before and during the donation. They provide crap like chips and pretzels, but are okay with me bringing my own food. What elimination approved salty foods could I bring? I'm thinking of salted apple pieces, but are there other ideas? Salty, just put salt on something. Get some Celtic sea salt and put it on a sweet potato or something. Just put salt on it. But good salt. Don't put like fucking shit table salt. I mean, salty foods are only salty if you have salt. Olives. You can get some good olives. You all can drop some other comments down below. But I mean, things are only salty if you put salt on them. So all the foods are good. Your normal foods, just put salt on that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right, Josh? Josh says it's always good seeing people losing weight in the Swole fam. So much for being fat phobic. Well, smart people aren't fat phobic. The people that blame someone else for being fat phobic are usually the fat people that are hating themselves. And they don't have to. They choose to. Anastasia, fam, holy shit pickles. Well, and there's a prize for the best fucking swear. Holy shit pickles. There are no affordable and good workout benches left on Amazon, and I really mean it. The only ones I see are $270 and above. So after all, people are thinking about their health down here in Germany. And I was procrastinating way too long to get one. Shame on me, I guess. Gotta keep modifying and using my old stepper. Don't be like me, get all you need right now. P.S. Not trying to scare anyone or cause panic, but for real. Well, I think the bench that I put in my Amazon store was gone like the day after I posted it. So it depends on how much they have in stock, but there's also more, if you're in Germany, there's also more depots. There are more warehouses and stuff here in the United States. So there are less shipping warehouses over in Europe, and they're only taking essential items. So they're not restocking. So that's the problem, is that Amazon is only prioritizing essential supplies, survival oriented supplies. So that's why things say currently unavailable. They're not accepting new items. Otherwise they wouldn't go out. Sometimes they do anyway, if the manufacturer stops making the product or they go out of business or they don't want to sell on Amazon anymore or whatever. But the reason why you're seeing so many currently unavailable is because if it's not an essential item, one, maybe it is, maybe it's toilet paper and they're just out and they need to get more in, or they are, they're not accepting new fulfillments in their warehouse. They're not stocking, they're not using up the space and the time and the manpower to stock jeans and workout benches. They want to get like water and maybe, but I don't know, hand soap and shit. Runa, are there any cable machine attachments you can use to simulate a barbell row? Sure. Currently only have access to a cable machine, bench, and dumbbells. Yeah, sure. Get a bar. I mean, do you have a dual cable or is it a single cable? Because you can get a single cable and then hook it up to a double bar. There are bars that can hook to one. You can get like a strap or a rope, or you can get a connector that can connect two ends. It'll be a little bit imbalanced if it slides, but there are connectors and adapters like that. A cable machine, if you only have one cable, one attachment, you can just get a handle and get like a step or a plyo box or something, depends on the base and the angle. And you can elevate yourself and do a bent over row. You can absolutely do that on a cable. You just probably have to elevate yourself because if you're on the ground, you might not get a full enough stretch. But you have to be careful with if you're standing on an elevated surface, you don't want it to flip over. So someone has to stand on the back or it has to be leveraged or angled, or that way you can do that. Just an idea. I don't really know your setup, but local Walmart today and the dumbbells were wiped out. Yeah, now all the gyms are closed. Like all the gyms are, boom, you have to close all these things. So now this is why I was buying all this fucking shit like 2 weeks ago. That's why I was telling you, go get your fucking shit like a while ago, because it was going to be gone. First the garbage food, then all the food, and then all the stuff people need because they're just fucking at home, and they're literally fucking at home, but they're just at home and they need to do shit. Yeah, I'm still buying stuff on Amazon. You can still get it. I mean, I'm buying stuff. I'm buying some equipment that I need. I'll buy, you know, get your foam rollers, get your stuff, get your bands. I already have that kind of stuff. Aaron Mathei, I'm going hardcore. I ran a mile in 17:30. That's a record for me. Good for you. Did my bodyweight exercise. Feel awesome. We'll do yoga tonight. Fantastic. Have I ever considered doing a live yoga session on Instagram or Facebook? No. I've done that. We've done that before. I'm not a fan of the live stuff. It's not really that efficient. Not everyone can watch it live. The recording capacity, um, just the data. It's much better to film a quality class and make it accessible 24/7. Plus, I'm live all the fucking time, so it's more than enough. So I certainly would not do anything like that on Instagram. I think that's a waste because it disappears after 24 hours. So it's a complete waste of, unless you're doing double filming. But yeah, but in terms of live, well, now everyone's scrambling. Everyone's scrambling to do that. They don't have the infrastructure set up like we do in Swolenormous X to have online stuff. So people, you know, you do what you can. You do it where you can. But if you're going to do live anywhere, do it on Facebook because then it saves. But for now, everything that I'm doing is prioritized to build out as much content as I possibly fucking can. And plus, I'm live here for a couple hours a day already. But we shall see. We will get through this for sure. Baking some asparagus and Brussels sprouts with it. Ooh, nice. Nice. Brussels sprouts gives me fucking gas. Avoid those. I love asparagus though. All right. Let's see over here. Corey. Yes, some gyms are still open, so it's business as usual. And this was let's see here. This was attached with a picture. Your gym was still open. Not for long, apparently. Well, hopefully, you know, for your sake. About an hour, half an hour away from where I live, but it was all worth it. Obviously, working out at home would have been best, but I was able to finish week 2 of the 90-day dash and rewarding myself with brain gains tonight. Keep it going, fam. COVID-19 will not stop us, so good shit. Good shit. Be safe, though. Be safe. Don't you go getting coronavirus over a workout. Yeah. Love the Swole. Yeah, so much fucking ass kicking. So much. Mike, it wouldn't do well on Instagram since you're not a jabroni trying to balance on a ball lifting weights. Well, you know what? I mean, if I went live on Instagram, I mean, no one gets alerted when I go live on Instagram, even when I go live normal times. Like, look, I mean, all the people that watch this podcast, live streams are just not prioritized by any of the sites. I mean, that's for damn sure. No, just, I mean, the last place I would do it would be on Instagram. I do that for like Q&As or walking the pup. Well, now, actually, that brings me up to the next thing. I mean, you might have all heard already that animals can get it too, right? The Kung flu. So now we got to be careful taking her outside. And it might seem extreme, but she can get it on her paws. It can get stuck on the fur. She can actually get it. I think the first dog died in China from this. I mean, I don't know if it's different strains. I don't know if it's because that was the first place and it takes that long. I don't know if it's really a rare occurrence. Maybe some of you that are nurses, I don't know if you've seen that already, but that's some scary shit too. Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Let's see. Auriga, by the way, Papa was right. COVID-19 causes a cytokine storm, meaning the immune system reaction becomes so bad it attacks the host's body. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Like healthy people getting it, they're going to have a lot worse of a reaction in many ways. Cerny, hey, Papa, are you still working on setting something up for donations to help people who may have to give up their memberships? And yes, that's a very specific situation. So it's not going to be available, to many people, unfortunately. But at the same time, yes. So if you're interested, you can send to paypal.me/Papa Swolio. And I wanted to do Swole Fam, but they wouldn't let me because I already had that one. They wouldn't let me change it. So I'm like, great, thanks, PayPal. So paypal.me/Papa Swolio if you're interested. And that's something that we've had before for raffles and stuff like that for the Karma membership. So if you're interested, because those things are going to start happening over time. But so, some of the things that I'm also doing, working on other memberships and stuff for people that maybe can't afford to join Swolenormous X to be able to access, certain essential aspects of X and get access to some of the content, including the Swole Fam and stuff. So if you don't just want a Swole Fam membership, you can upgrade to like a kind of like an essential membership. So there's different things coming. A lot of content, a lot of new ideas, a lot of adaptation. One thing that's great about the Swole Fam is your ability to, or the ability for Swolenormous and Swolenormous X to adapt and to change directions and, open up new possibilities and new options and new things. So this whole situation is changing day to day. So all those details, make all of you or those that need to know, you shall know as soon as those things are available. For sure, as this develops, we're going to learn more, and then we'll adapt and adjust as needed. This post is from Josh, and he says, "Hey fam, midweek accountability or accountable midweek right now. Got home from work and my daughter had made brownies, which are my weakness. I ended up eating 3 of them last night. I guess I need to work harder today, so extra sets it is. So I hope you got those extra sets in. Calling yourself out, Bish." This one is from Bunny. Awesome name. What's up, Bunny? "Hey all, I've been ghosting around here for a couple months and I finally worked up the balls to introduce myself. I hope this isn't too much information, but you guys seem like a really supportive and positive group. I'm an exercise rehab therapist who works at an LTD return to work program. A little about my journey. I've struggled with body dysmorphia and disordered eating since I was about 10. By the time I was 12, I was bulimic, and my involvement in competitive sports was basically what kept me from spiraling out of control. I got a handle on my mental health in my young adulthood, and that's the picture you see of me at 25, now 30. I don't have any body pictures because now I avoid cameras like the plague." And then it goes into some more personal stuff. Her father was taken from her after a sexual assault, armed robbery, a lot of personal struggle. Since then, I've gained 45 pounds. She says, after sexual assault and the murder of my father during an armed robbery. That's fucking horrific. This is why I wanted to share. It's just, I read it every time I read it. It was just like, if she can do it, you can do it. My disordered eating returned with a vengeance. Since then, I've gained 45 pounds, been diagnosed with BED, and I'm the biggest I've ever been. Despite that, in November, I married the love of my life, which is so awesome. He's been nothing but supportive of my journey back to good mental health. And now that I have my mind back, I'm ready to take my body back. I'll be starting the elimination diet tomorrow, or I'll be starting the elimination diet. What else is there to do while the world stands still? And I'm looking forward to having balance in my life again. My biggest challenges are motivation and negative self-talk. I'm very excited to have found this community. I look forward to being more active within it. And I want to give an amazing gorilla grunts. And I do want everyone in the Swole fam to go and comment on her post, because I would love to give Bunny this Swole fam card, because if anyone needs it, she does.
Congratulations!
I think not only because of her story and the severity and the intensity of her story, but just the simple fact that she, after going through all that, she has still found her way, and she's still finding her way, and that it's okay to be in the middle of it. It's okay to be still figuring things out. And just the fact that you can have those types of lows and still find love and still find some stability and still find that passion, that motivation, that inspiration, whatever you want to call it. And I mean, I think we would all agree because, of course, we're locked into this community, the Swole fam. But it's just important to realize that there is light at the end of that tunnel. And if she can go through that kind of hell and make it out the other side, those are the kinds of stories and those are the important things that we need to remember, that when we have a tough day, that there are people with much tougher days that have gone through them and still been successful and are still crushing it today. So congratulations, B. And if you can all do me a solid, go and drop a comment on Bunny's post in the Swole fam and let her know that she won the Swole card for 1414. So if you're watching this, Bunny, you can send us an email to support@swolenormous.com and in the subject, Swole card 1414, and then your mailing address, and we'll send that out to you ASAP. Envelopes came in, excited about that. So now Swole cards can go out. And it seems like I have so many to send out, I might have to order more envelopes again, but that's okay. So make sure you go and send us that email. And for some reason, I just noticed, kind of coincidentally, that we just did the Swole card, but I'm not seeing comments pop up anymore. So, I mean, aside from, what the fuck, right? Let me see. Can I bring up this here? No, that didn't work. Oh, no, that doesn't work. I think I had something here. Live chat. The chat is ready to display messages. I don't know if chat's coming through, period, because if I'm not seeing it on my screen, that's probably not coming through. No, it's not coming through. Okay, fam. So I'm not seeing comments on the screen. I don't know why. It just kind of stopped. It still says you're watching, but I can't see anything after, like, what Phil said. Oh, the door's open. I just heard like a ton of noise. I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from? Okay, we've been here for, I feel like we're just kind of getting started. Well, I got to eat. I got to go get a couple things done. I didn't realize it was 10:41. Anyway, so Bunny, congratulations on the Swole card. Like at the same time, like 5 different things happened and just confused the shit out of me. So tomorrow, a couple little updates here. It's Friday freestyle. Success. I love today's podcast. It was great. Too bad or unfortunate that the chat got, hiccuped or whatever. I'm not sure what that is. I'll look into it. Tomorrow we'll be live again, probably earlier in the day. And remember, stay tuned. On Sunday, we'll have the Ask Papa Swolio live on the Swolenormous channel. But of course, Monday accountability meeting, all those releases, the brand new week of Scorched Earth and all that good shit. All that stuff is coming out on Monday. Lots of new releases, lots of new stuff, new sections. Like I said, tons and tons and tons of shit. So I am literally going to go now and get some more of that shit done. So love you, fam. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 1414 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. If you're interested in checking out the Swole at Home specials and joining the Swole fam, now, my God, is the time to fucking do it. Get access to everything. Could all be done at home, and it's wonderful. And just really happy to have you all here. I'm really proud of all of you still fucking crushing it. And aside from all the personal stuff and what's going on, really, like every time we go live here, it's like, normal. The same old. We're still crushing it. Pillar number 7, right? It's fucking pillar number 7, consistency. That's why we have Swolenormous X, because even when shit hits the fucking fan, we can still literally go by that. It's still consistency. We still have all the resources in place. Nothing changes from a Swole fam standpoint. Nothing. You got your community. You can still do the best you can with nutrition, as always, as you always should be doing. Those options might be more limited, but you can still make better decisions. And fasting's a good thing, so perfect for scarcity, right? Number 3 is training. Okay, you got that all locked down with Swolenormous X. 4 is recovery. Well, you got plenty of time to sleep, plenty of time to rest. You could do yoga, you can do meditation, you can fucking, foam roll. Mobility, obviously yoga, all the yoga classes, Swollen 7, Swolga. Meditation, the mindfulness, you can actually do your meditation, your 10-minute, your 20-minute, all that there. And then consistency, you just fucking keep on doing it. So nothing changes for us. But I really hope that all of you are doing well. I really hope that you and your family are taken care of, that, I don't know, I hope this is as smooth of an experience for you as it is for as it can be. So thank you so much for joining. I'll see you tomorrow for 14:15. Peace, McGeese, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swole, out.